through drippin', drip drip. Came through drippin', drip drip. Came through drippin', drip drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice. Came through drippin', drip drip. Came through drippin', drip drip. Came through drippin', drip drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice.
Came through drippin', drip drip. Came through drippin', drip drip.
What's up? My name is Imani from ANW Apparel, and follow me on Instagram at ANW_apparel. A is in Imani, N is in Nicole, W is in William. Today I'm here to just give y'all some background information on like who I am, what I'm doing here, like why I want to do this different breed clothing line, how I got started, and all that other stuff. Basically, I started doing like clothes and stuff when I was probably like back in middle school when my dad first got me started into it. And I used to do like mad stuff. I used to have like a SpongeBob shirt and then rock some Thunder 4s with them. Like, I swear I was like the swaggiest kid in middle school. Everybody used to laugh at me, but if I see any pictures today, I would be so ashamed and I would probably wouldn't want to let y'all see or whatever. But don't let my friends fool you because they knew they was buying my stuff too back then in middle school. We used to have Elmo shirts and all of that. So don't let them fool you at all whatsoever. Try to make them think that I was just like some crazy kid or whatever. But nah, I really didn't start getting like serious into like this clothing line business stuff until like a year and a half ago, which is actually crazy because I've been doing it since I was like 11 or 12 years old and I'm 20 now. So it's like, that's been like a whole 8 years since I've really been started, but I just do it for fun. I used to just do it for fun, but now I'm really trying to get into it and like try to help create a movement to help better everyone else around me and better myself.
In my bag now, in my bag now. What the fuck
I know
is
what in my bag meant. Like, I was sitting here confused, like, yo, what does this mean? Like, what is this guy saying? Like, I'm not from New York, I'm from Jersey, so what is he saying? And everybody should be like, oh, in my bag just means, like, on my grind, like, hustling, do what I need to do, making my money, like, doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, it just never really had a negative connotation to me, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna roll with it, I'm gonna rock it. So I ended up making this shirt. Like, I took some bleach and then put it in my bag, put the bag on it, and I wore it to the mall. And the first time I wore it to the mall, this kid was like, yo, like, where'd you get the shirt? Like, random kid, didn't even know who he was. And he was just like, yo, like, where'd you get the shirt from? And I'm just like, I made it. He's like, nah, for real, I really want one. Like, I'm really trying to go buy one. I'm just like, yo, like, I made this shirt. Like, I wouldn't lie about that. And he was like, yo, like, where'd you make it? I'm just like, in my house. Like, but yeah, me and him exchanged numbers, and he ended up calling me like a week and a half later, like, yo, like, you still have that shirt? And I'm like, yeah, like, I got you. Ended up selling it to him for $25, and he was like, yo, like, all right, I'm gonna bring you some more customers. And my friends started hitting me up for it.
in my bag now, in my bag now. What the fuck is that sound? What the fuck is that sound? Brought the mag out, nigga sat down. I got shit I never had now. I can brag now. Got my bitch a Louis bag now. She can brag now. Brought my bitch a Birkin bag now. She a bride now. Now I'm sitting in a club in a different bag now. Baby, when I
like, trends change all the time. So I was like, I really needed an idea that I can really call my own and call myself. So I really started to sit down and start to think what I want to do. And I was just like, yo, like, this alienation thing, like separating yourself and like being who you are and being your grind, like I'm trying to keep that same idea and same stuff together. So my first idea that I came up with was like, and it was basically just like 4 different people, because different people have different personalities and bring different things to the table and have different lifestyles. So I was like, all right, 4 different people, but everyone's their own different breed. But then I was like, no, like, I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like everyone's just different, like, because they're different because they say something different. But I just want to be like, you're different because you are your own person. You're different because you bring something exclusive to the table. So I came up with this one. I basically wore this and I'm just like, yo, you need to stand alone in order to be different. Like, you need to be able to differentiate yourself from everyone else. And it was perfect timing about when I made these shirts, because my coach was basically telling me, like, you have the potential to go far in life because of who you are, your mindset, and how you work and how you control your own life. Like, you put in what you get out. So be in the gym for hours and hours and hours, but some of the times I used to just go through emotions, and he was just like, if you go through the motion, someone else across the country from you was probably doing the same exact thing as you, but they're working 10 times harder. So you have to be able to separate yourself and go hard in the gym at all times. Like, be on your grind at all times. Like, there's no breaks. You only get breaks when you make it. I always start to think about it, and I'm just like, yo, like, I gotta be different. I gotta separate myself. And back then, I was real lazy. Like, when I was in 5th grade, I was probably like the chubby kid that just wants to sit back to the basket, one bounce, dribble up. Like, I was never the type of kid to, like, dribble down the court, none of that. So I had to build, like, a dribbling thing, playing defense, all of that into my game, because I would hack you. I would just run right through you. I would shot fake, get to one dribble, get to the basket. Like, I was never the type of kid to just, like, do all these fancy moves. And I never wanted to learn how to do them. I just wanted to do the simple things, which is just put the ball in the basket. So what I really started to think about is, like, all right, what do I want to do with this different breed, and how I want to do it, and what is it that I want to do, that I want to get out to people. I started to just look up different things, because I'm really big a believer on, like, researching different things before you put it out or try to make something out of it. So I used to watch YouTube a lot, like, for business purposes too, like figuring out how to write a business, but I really used to watch YouTube and like trying to figure out who you are and trying to figure out where you come from. So basically, YouTube has a lot of free knowledge. People sleep on YouTube because YouTube has everything. Like, it teaches you how to tie your shoes, how to fold blankets, how to do this, how to do that. Like, you can literally learn how to do everything on YouTube. There's so much free knowledge that people don't understand. Like, I would be up on 3 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out how to do a math problem that I was stuck on in high school. And YouTube helped me. YouTube helped me get through a lot of things, like in school, outside of school, on basketball, learning to do different drills, learning to do different things. Like, it has a whole lot of free information. Basically, what I did was I was just like, all right, so in order to be different, you have to have 3 phases. And I'm just like, all right, here's the 3 phases. The first phase is separation. Separation is basically separating yourself from everyone else, which is why I went with like this alienation type of thing, this alien, which alien represents the alienation. And for a lot of those that don't know, alienation is like separation, being closed off, like being away from everybody and understanding yourself. So the separation phase is basically like knowing who you are. What do you want to do? Do you want to be a police officer? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be a lawyer? Do you want to be a gymnast? Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to be an athlete? Like, what do you want to do personally? And do not let anyone else tell you any different. This separation phase should strictly be just for yourself, like separating yourself from everyone and focusing in on who you want to be. The next phase is the adjustment phase. The adjustment phase is now that you realized who you are, but who you want to be and who you want to become is working towards it. So that means changing up how people deceive you, changing how you deceive yourself, changing up the people that are in your circle, who you trust, knowing your strengths and weaknesses. So you have to make those adjustments in your life. Like, you have to understand, like, this person isn't here for me because they're not benefiting from me and we're not benefiting from each other. So we just need to separate ourselves until we meet again farther along the road. But right now, we're not here to meet each other. Like, we're just not here. Like, we're not on the same path. Like, this adjustment phase is like seesaw. If the seesaw isn't there, if the seesaw is unbalanced, then you need to find a balanced position between the two things. So basically, that adjustment phase is basically making the proper adjustments in your life to understand what path you're going to take and how you're going to do those things to get to your goal and what you want to be and who you want to become. The last phase is the one stage, which is like, you are the one. You are who you need to be. Don't ever let anyone tell you who you should be, who you're trying to be, or what you should be. Like, do you because you are you. Like, you're you for a purpose. You are you for who you are. Like, don't let anyone try to bring you down or tell you who you are. Like, if you make a decision, don't let anyone like, oh, you should do it this way, you should do it that way. No, like, no, stick with your decision. Stay with your decision. Stick with how you did your decision and how you made that decision. Like, be like you have to actually have like that chip on your shoulder, like, I'm the shit. Like, sorry for my language, but a lot of people have to have that, like, I'm the one. Like, I did this for me. Like, I didn't do this for anybody else, so move out my way. But not in like a more of a aggressive way, more in of like, this is my self-assurance, self-confidence type of thing. It's not really just like to be aggressive and be rude and all that stuff. It's more like for yourself and knowing who you are and being strong-minded and stuff like that. So this different breed movement is basically just like me trying to challenge you to be different, me challenging you to be your best person all around, your best person, live your best life. Like, a lot of people say, live your best life. Like, live your best life within means. Like, I'm not saying out here, like, you know, doing drugs and stuff like that. Like, I'm saying, like, live your best life, like, in, like, getting good grades and becoming who you want to be and working towards your goal. Like, all right, you may want to be a police officer, so that means, all right, I got to be a police officer, so I got to be able to or make sure that I'm a good people person. Like, I can't be like that person be like the rest of the cops out here. Like everything has to be because you want to be it, like not because someone else told you should be it. And a lot of things happen. A lot of people don't realize it, but they try to glorify lifestyles that aren't within their means or aren't with who they should be because of those that are around you. So you have to have that good circle around you that are building you and helping you, and you guys are helping each other. And eventually that circle will start to build when everyone gets on the level where they need to understand who they are. Like, I may understand who I am, but someone else may not understand who they are. And I'm 20 and they're 20, so they're just like a little behind. So everyone's gonna meet up at the same path eventually, but it's gonna be at your own pace. Like, everything is at your own pace. So basically, it's different breed movement out. Like, you buy my clothes, I want you to feel like I'm the shit. Like, I'm sorry for my language, but that's what I want you to feel like. Like, I want you to really feel like you have to wear my clothes to support me because it support me. Like, no, I'm gonna wear my clothes regardless. And I wear these clothes like, oh, like I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm being different. I'm being who I am. I'm being who I want to be. I'm not being who somebody else wants me to be. Like, I'm doing this all for me. Like, at the end of the day, I'm the one that benefits from everything I do, every action I take, every consequence that happens. It all happens because of me. So I want me to wear this because I feel like this is passionate to me, but I also want you to wear my clothes because I want you to feel like that for yourself. Like, this is a challenge for you. Like, I use these two types of things. I use the aliens for complete separation as a sign of a separation that you have realized who you are, who you want to be. And then I use the Dare to Be Different slogan as like a challenge for you. Like, I want you to really challenge yourself and really be who you are. So like I said, I want everybody to understand, like, this is where I'm coming from. These are all the things that I have. Like, this is probably one of the exclusives I have, but I also have different colors coming soon. I have my website coming soon, so please stay tuned. Like, I'm really, just be patient with me because I really do have a lot of things coming, and really things are a lot gonna be dope. So, you know, hit me up. I do have some things I have left if you want to purchase, like sweatshirts and stuff like that. I know it's starting to get hot outside, but you know, you never know with this weather nowadays. So, you know, you can hit me up. And you know, be different, be you, be who you are, love who you are. Be who you are because it's who you want to be, not because someone else tells you to be. And you know, I'm always here to talk to anyone, so you can always hit me up on my Instagram, ANW Apparel, in my DM. I'm always responding to messages. You can email me, ANWapparel@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Snap at Monstar3. Like, anything you want to do, I'm always here to talk, always here to talk to you. You can hit me up if you want to purchase anything, all that. So, you know, be different, be great. I'm out.
I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's with my best friends. Turned all my L's into lessons. You see the whip pulling up, it's like skirt. Dreams pulling up, I'm like skirt. I'm living my best life. It's my birthday, at least that's what I'm dressed like.
I'm like Big Pop.